When Sheila is discovered to be alive, Finn tells Steffy that it's a lot to digest, but he'll take whatever steps are required to keep the people he cares about safe. When Hope enters, she queries Steffy about their parents' whereabouts. Steffy replies no, assuming Hope hasn't as well. Not at all. Steffy is eager to understand what is happening. Hope has the same sentiments. Brooke and Taylor arrive at Brooke's house holding a cake box, giggling at Ridge's reaction when they dropped their bombshell. Brooke concerns Taylor's sincerity. She claims that she is surprised that this wasn't done 30 years ago. They laugh together. There isn't a greater way to celebrate, according to Brooke, than with this cake. They said goodbye by kissing Ridge, and she reflects. And that's a kiss we can agree on. They giddily high-five one another. Liam looks perplexed as his father primps at Bill's house. Is that a diffuser, he queries? Bill is confident that he will persuade Katie to return home tonight. Carter invites Katie to dinner in the design studio, but she declines, saying Bill called and she already committed to meet with him. Liam is taken aback that Katie agreed to visit at Bill's. Bill interprets it as a sign of good things to come and says that starting tonight, things will be different for him and his ex. Why put yourself through that again? Carter asks Katie at the design office after warning her that Bill will just pressure her to take him back. He doesn't seem like himself, according to Katie, and she is concerned for him. Charlie interrupts Hope, Steffy, and Finn's conversation in the main office to reassure them that Sheila won't be able to compromise security. All Steffy and Hope are interested in knowing is if Ridge departed with Taylor or Brooke. Taylor and Brooke discuss the Waffling's emergence as a way of life there. You and I reclaimed our power, and it feels amazing, adds Brooke. After blow-drying her hair, Brooke toasts Taylor with water goblets. Taylor claims she never intended to be Brooke's adversary. Charlie is compelled to acknowledge to Forrester that he did not witness Ridge, Taylor, or Brooke leave the building. When Hope and Steffy decide to text their mothers, they're shocked to discover that both of them are staying at Brooke's home. They decide to head over there immediately after concluding that this cannot be good. Katie tells Carter at the design studio that she has never heard Bill sound so defenseless. He assures Liam at Bill's house that he will do whatever is necessary to persuade Katie to give him another chance. At Brooke's house, Taylor compliments the blonde on her creativity and assertiveness. The most attractive chemist I've ever seen. She continues by saying that Ridge got swept away and that Brooke is a fantastic mother. Brooke thinks Taylor is amazing for becoming a healer and for helping others. They are amazed that they have never had a chance to treat one another nicely and are perplexed as to how they have tolerated it for so long. Women ought to support one another instead of criticizing one another, especially when it involves a guy. They swear they won't ever argue over Ridge again. Taylor is aware that both of them contributed, but Ridge only sucked up the spotlight. Brooke concurs what he did was simply wrong. They discuss what he did differently this time and express their regret to one another for having to go through it. Let's eat cake, is all Taylor has to say. When Hope and Steffy enter and start to fear, thinking another cake fight is about to start. They see them lifting up two enormous portions. They are shocked when Brooke and Taylor chuckle that they are happy and say that Ridge didn't make the decision. We did. And they stuff cake in their faces. Liam thinks about how much he misses the old Spencer family get-togethers while at Bill's place. Bill promises to put them back on the schedule. Liam gently points out to his father that Katie too has to be interested. He hopes Bill has a good day and is concerned about the sword necklace. Bill won't require it after Katie returns to him. Carter informs Katie that keeping an eye on Bill's well-being is not her responsibility in the design office. According to her, whatever he does has an impact on Will. You're right, responds Carter. They consent to having supper at a later date. They tell their daughters at Brooke's house that they had to be prepared and strong enough. Strong enough for what? Asks Steffy. The ladies state that they are strong enough to take back control of their lives, make their own choices, and, as Brooke adds, control our destiny. Oh, you mentioned that word, groans Taylor. Hope and Steffy are informed that the contest is over. Ridge is not required to make them happy. They keep going on about how they figured it out. Hope and Steffi look at one another incredulously. Katie is told by Bill at his house that she looks wonderful. He's seen the dress 1,000,000 times, she says. According to Bill, the important thing is what's inside, not that. She expresses concern for him after he thanks her for arriving. Bill is willing to accept anything. He doesn't seem like himself, according to Katie. Bill claims that while they are away, he is never himself. Katie tenses up. She is urged not to do that by him. She tells him they've already dealt with this. Bill explains that he has been discovering new things about himself and his feelings for her every day. He is sorry for hurting her. Katie sheds tears. Bill, she's my sister. Bill wishes he could take back his declaration that Brooke is his true love. More than words can explain, he adores Katie and will and longs for the life they ought to be living together. The life we would be living together, Katie says, if you hadn't thrown it away. Bill becomes upset, sobs, and hits his temples with his index fingers as he regrets his bad choices. All he needs to know is that there is a chance for forgiveness from her. I vow I won't let you down again, Bill sobs. Just promise to return to me, please. Katie cries and trembles. Hope and Steffi are informed by Brooke that she and Taylor had at last come to the realization that true happiness comes from within. Hope and Steffi give their mums hugs of admiration. Forks and plates, Brooke sends the girls to the kitchen. Taylor and Brooke proclaim how pleased they are with this situation and how happy their daughters are. I have you to thank for it, my friend, Brooke says. Taylor, you're my friend. Brooke, my friend, Taylor says. Together, they sob and laugh.